If you're an Iron Man in RuneScape who grinded out 3 synapses, ha! You wasted your time. You can now revert any of the items to turn it into another. So the bow example, we can just revert it, and you get the synapse back, but you lose the other materials. Of course, the other materials are things like an unstrung magic longbow, so it's not a big deal, or iron bar and a battle staff. So it's pretty easy to just make another one. This means you can freely switch between the staff and the bow without really worrying about anything. The one thing I would still recommend is getting 2 synapses so you can have the Emberlight and a bow/staff. Because the Emberlight, if you revert it, you don't get these shards back. So you lose... Oh no, I lost the arc light as well. Wait, okay. Yeah, that's a relief. Oh wait. Okay. So, this mother... I just wanted to make a joke. So we can see it's generally not worth it to revert the arc light into the dark light because you'll lose the shards. That being said though, the shards are pretty worthless, so if you have hundreds like me and you only have 1 synapse, it might be worth uncharging it maybe once or twice so you can have the Scorching Bow. The Scorching Bow makes Krill a lot easier. Krill being easier would be nice to get something like the Hosta so you can do TOA. So for the cost of 30 Ancient Shards, you get your Emberlight back. It might be worth uncharging it, but in general, just go get 2 synapses instead of 1. We also got a couple of new themes though, so let's go check those out. Just go to redecorate at the estate agent, and then we have Canifis for 10,000 coins or Civitas for 35,000 coins. Let's start with Canifis and check it out. So you get this swampy looking thing. It's kind of dark, similar to the Twisted theme. It's not quite as dark as the Twisted theme. Oh, it actually looks kind of cool, though. I might stick with this theme. Definitely doesn't look as regal, but... So that's Canifis. Let's check out the other one. Civitas for 35,000. So yeah, it's kind of that Plains type of look when you go to Civitas. I'm not super in love with this one, but it probably has some appeal to some people. Can we sit on the benches yet? No. I guess the new thrones got sitting animations, but we still can't sit on these benches. I am fairly disappointed. When the Game Jam project showed this off, there was a lot more customization. They had a wilderness theme, a Shazian theme, a Perfidness theme planned, and these all just got canceled. There were also customizable rugs and curtains, so it really seems, to me at least, that this update got rushed out, and based off the JMod comments on Reddit, I don't think they're adding more anytime soon. Which is a huge shame, because for me personally, I was trying to add like this pink and blue highlights because I thought it would look really nice with Perfidness, which I expected to come, but I guess they just decided that was too much. There were some other small player-owned house changes. You can now show off your mounted heads. You can switch between the styles. So if you have like a cockatrice and a hydra, for example, you can switch them without removing the whole thing. Already covered the new styles. And then there's a lot of animations. Sitting, you can have an animation for the throne now, getting in and out of the combat ring, and then just some interactions with the storage. The expanded room capacity, something I'm really happy about here. And the player-owned bookcase is now alphabetized. This is going to be really nice when I'm looking for the Tarn Styrie. And also, I think it was Torvesta or somebody lost a Gillinor game challenge because they couldn't find a certain book. And the Beaver's dialogue is something I didn't even know about. It looks like Tombs of a Mascot got an update as well. The Cursed Baboon should no longer immediately poison you when it walks over you. You should have a tick of leeway. Although this, I don't think this means you can walk over a venom trail. It's just the baboon itself. But let's double check. All right, we got the baboon here. So if he walks on me and I walk off, I think that would normally poison you. You for sure can't walk over the venom things. Like if I'm just on this for a tick, or even like there, if I'm just, it poisoned me immediately. Yeah, you can see the poison damage happens right away. You've got no leeway there. Not a big change there, but it's something and might help you occasionally when things get hectic. Overall, it's a pretty small update today. I am pretty upset about them getting rid of a lot of the themes that seemed like people were most excited for, though. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know how easy or difficult it is, but adding things like this seemed like low-hanging fruit that players would enjoy greatly. Mod Blossom on Reddit said she would note that there's a lot of excitement for it, but generally speaking, comments like this just mean it's not going to happen. Please prove me wrong on this one though, Jagex. And add the missing player-owned house teleports while we're at it. You said you were going to do this months ago. RuneFest is this weekend. I'm sadly not going in person, as those tickets sold out ridiculously fast. The last RuneFest was in 2019, and much like the summits that Jagex holds, they tend to announce some pretty big updates here. They will be live streaming it on Saturday, so be prepared to see some YouTube videos of how this update will change everything, as you chop redwoods for the 10th year in a row. I'm really excited to hear more about Varlamore Part 3. I think Part 1 was excellent, and Part 2 was pretty good, so I'm hoping Part 3 just knocks it out of the park. We're getting those fletching updates and the Slayer updates, and that whole new Delve boss with some best-in-slot rewards, which is exciting. But besides Varlamore, I'm hoping to hear more about Project Zenaris. I want to be excited for Project Zenaris, but there's just not enough information out there right now for me. And for the love of Gothics, can we please get some information on Menaphos? This black chunk on the world map needs to go. This is ridiculous, disgusting, it's been here too long. I want the soul altar, which is going to be right here, and let me charge my shadow without having to world hop 1,000 times. Oh, and HD and sailing better be mentioned. I generally am not a huge fan of RuneScape 3 graphics, but I love their skyboxes. It makes areas look so good in my opinion. And the HD mode will be bringing these skyboxes and other updates like water, while still keeping the OSRS graphical feel. And it's all optional, so if you still prefer your black sky, you can have it. But I do think the water and skybox updates will do a lot to add to sailing's success. I know Jagex has been working with RuneLite plugin developers so that HD can have plugins on release, which also means mobile will finally have plugins. And sailing is supposed to have some alphas and betas before it releases. It really feels like we should at least be approaching a date announcement for an alpha at the very least. RuneFest seems like the perfect opportunity to show off one or both of these, but I'd love to know what you guys want to see from RuneFest. I hope you all have an amazing day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. A huge thank you to the channel members. At the Distinguished Pencilman tier, we have Dakota A, Cody C, and Vane Main. And at the right-hand pen tier, we have Timothy C. If you're interested in supporting the channel, there's a link in the description. Thank you all so much.